Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dark Souls, and ow, I just got shot in the backside of a bolt of lightning. Well, looks like we're gonna go take him out, but we'll look at this first. So that git right there caused me so many problems in the past, and right now, I'm absolutely miffed with him. I mean, all he's interested in doing is just sitting there. I mean, just look at him bob his cobra-like head. He's like he owns the place. I can assure you, my good sir, you do not, for it's now mine. I conquer this place in the name of Fibbledom. And there he goes. His scaly self is now on the floor, now where you endlessly twitch. I'm going to feed you to the demons you worship. There we go. Now he's going down to the Titanite demons, where we once were. But that was a long time ago. Well, technically it was only last video. But nevertheless, we are here in this lovely place. I got past that horrible guillotine bit, and in fact I need to equip my shield and go backwards, because this place is horribly trapped with obvious pressure plates. Luckily, we no longer have to worry about that anymore. We have to worry about something entirely different. What, I hear you ask? Well, we'll see right out this barrier. On this barrier, we find ourselves outside. And you see that lovely rusty gentleman over there who seems to be absolutely filthy? He's the creature pulling those boulders down that shaft. It's his endless desire to crush everything in human life. Or reptile life, I wouldn't see it. But I've always got an endless supply of boulders. Doesn't look that endless. Looks like he's going to run out very quickly by just seemingly spawning out of nowhere. You can kill him, but I don't think you get anything good from him. So either way, we're now outside. The nice fresh air. There's a crumbled fortress with horrible menacing spikes that seem to be bloodstained. Ah, so someone's tried jumping the fence, have they? Poor them. But here, you would expect to find something, gruesome, something horrible lurking around here. Maybe some giant warriors like that. Well, sadly, there is no such thing as giant warriors, as is only these knights. But they're harder now. They are, well, far more skilled than their previous cousins we fought in the church, after they managed to pass for that maze and lurk up here. Now, these ones are really cautious, as you can see. Not that aggressive. He feels he should just keep walking backwards from me. Well, I'm going to show you, Mr. Flappy. I am Mr. Fibbles, most extraordinaire. And you will just simply collapse just like that. I should also equip some proper gear now. So, that'll do. Let's put on my guarded kneecaps. There we go. And then we shall equip the gold surface ring. Now exactly how we were before. The difference is the rings we're holding in our fingers, and in fact, what we're wearing is leggings. It's either a skirt or some nice armored, knee plating. Now, from my understanding, there's actually more of these guys than you actually meets the eye, because there's this guy right here. As I said, these people are a lot more sneaky than they once were. They do a lot more damage, but they're just as flappy as before. Sadly, there's no chance in hell of getting their nice lovely cape. Saddens me greatly. You have no idea, but either way, if I can't have it, no one can. What's in here? In here happens to be a flamestone plate ring, or flamestone plate ring in other words. Now, this ring is basically fire resistance. It's okay, not the best. Stone plates are the symbol of a true knight. Grant strength to face various hardships. The red stone plate symbolizes fire and boosts defense against fire. Not by much though, I must add. You might think, oh my god, this is going to make me immune to fire. I can literally walk in lava and just not melt, like, at all. Sadly, you will melt. Your body will still catch a flame and burn like a giant hail bell. When Guy Fawkes night. But the only difference is you perhaps take like 25 less damage. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I didn't mean to, but I have to speak the truth. Now, where we want to go is we want to get to the very top of this place. We're going to go through some narrow pathways and in fact go over to that tower. As you heard, that was a massive explosion of sorts. Massive explosions aren't fun. Now, the reason why there's a massive explosion is mainly because the giants aren't happy that we're here. Mainly one giant in particular. And he just wants to burn everything. There he is, you can see him, and he's going to throw that. Boom! very loud. I do apologize if it is a bit too loud. I don't know how the video would come out of it, but either way, we need to get past this. So once the fire passes, we'll leg it. Ow! Okay, okay, we need to leg it now. Oh, that was close. Now let's quickly just go down here. There we go. Huzzah! We've reached the bonfire. Now, we no longer have to go through the entire fortress. We can just come from here. Ah, that is beautiful. Can I level ever so slightly? I cannot. I need, well, basically double what I currently have. Okay. So now that's over and done with, we'll just sprint through. We won't worry about what we'll be facing, since we can just ignore all these knights, since we got a nice, lovely ring already. Now, the main issue is just getting across here. Now, get across here before he decides to, you know what, I'm going to start flinging bombs at you. Now, let's take that. Now, everywhere there's a black smudge is a place he's going to throw a bomb. Now, where are you going to throw it? Are you going to throw it down there? Yes, you are. Boom! There we go. Let's pick this up. 2 large titanite shards from that smoldering body. And there we go. It's easier than 1, 2, 3 right there. The salary is a product of that very loud noise. But right now, we don't have to worry about that. We have to worry about this giant. It's another one of these guys. Hello, my giant man friend. Are you the leader of here? I don't think so. I just think they're just giant knights. Nothing more, nothing less like the other knights. Just less ragged and heavily more armored. I don't do much damage towards you. Like all the other knights, these ones actually, I think this one in particular actually spawns more than once. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I've been to Sense Fortress, especially when I've reached the rooftops of Sense Fortress. We can actually see the tower and the church right there. Let's get a good old slice in. Oh, good 127 damage. Nice. Oh, luckily we've got a good shield to resist a giant mace. I can only imagine his bulging muscles. I can only imagine that armor is not as thick as it looks. It's actually incredibly thin to hold his massive biceps. I'm sure if he flexes, he could just split the armor in twine. Most likely. But he doesn't like to talk about that. No. I mean, last time he did that, he had to pay for the cost of it. Do you know how much that big black armor would cost someone? Probably a giant fortune. But luckily, he drops a large titanite shard. How many do we actually have now, anyway? We have 11. That's quite a bit, actually. That should fully upgrade my axe. As you can see, there's the first Bell of Awakening. Looks nice, doesn't it? Very pointy at the very top. And you can see the roof, where he kind of died a lot. So either way, we need to go down here. Now we're going to fight, we're going to fight a very interesting gentleman. Now this gentleman only spawns once, and he has a very interesting item on him. I bet you're wondering, who am I talking about? Is it one of those Black Knights? Well, I'm afraid not. Sadly, those Black Knights aren't actually that common in this game. It happens to be that man. No, it's not the guy from the beginning. It's someone completely different. You know what? Let's go and talk to him. Hello? You're not friendly, are you? No, you're not. You need to stop being unfriendly. And there we go. Okay, he's got his rapier out. That rapier is what he's famous for. Say hello to Ricardo. Ricardo is an interesting bugger, since he has his massively amazing rapier. It is incredibly fast and dexterous, but luckily he goes down as 1, 2, 3. There he goes, you see him die. Sadly, there's nothing more that remains of him other than a hollow form of his shell. Well, husk. Either way, we collected Ricard's rapier. Oh, it's not Ricardo, it's actually Ricard. Oh, my bad then. So let's have a look at his Ricard's rapier. A rapier of intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the famous undead prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monolith. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. So this weapon in particular is a quite interesting weapon, since it's got a high dexterity, requirement, and actually has massive dexterity bonus. The rapier itself is actually incredibly fast. Unlike many weapons in this game, this one's actually incredibly unique. I don't think I can use it to its full extent, I don't know, let's have a look. As you can see it's here, let me just look at the handle, if we can. Look at that. Look at those rings. But either way, if we equip it with 2 hands and do a power attack, look at those lunges. You could easily dispose of someone very quickly if they let their guard up, ever so slightly. But I can imagine it being amazing if you use it in the right hands. Sadly, I'm not in the right hand, since my fingers don't know how to work ever so slightly. They know how to bend slightly, but it's more wrist movement I know. It's more my flexing and everything. But either way, I'm going to stick with my giant blunt sword here. That's more of a hammer or mold than a giant cutting blade, but either way, this is what I'm happy with. So in his tower, he was guarding something specific. I believe he was guarding a chest. Oh, 2 chests to be exact. Now you think, oh my god, this is suspicious. There might be a mimic here. No, there's no mimic. You don't have to worry. In here happens to be a divine blessing. That's one of the starting items you can start with in the beginning of the game. And you can have a rare ring of sacrifice. You could buy one of these from that pardoner man thing. I don't know who it was, but I remember he's quite creepy and just wanted a hug or a bit of a grope, I guess. That's strange. For some reason, the recording stopped. I guess the game doesn't want me to actually read it out, so I'll just give you the brief summary once again. It's holy water from the goddess Guinevere, fully restores HP and undoes any status ailment, so it's amazing. The goddess of sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the great lord of sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all and is a symbol of bounty and fertility, as majority of, well, goddess of sunlight are, really. So, there's that. It's a very interesting thing. I also forgot to look at the ring. I did it before the recording cut out, but let me just re-look at it again. So, basically, rare ring of sacrifice. This mystical ring was created by the goddess of sin. It's a shaded ring, especially rare, but you don't lose anything. It's amazing. But it breaks instantly, and sadly, getting them back is quite expensive. Because since the only way I know of getting one back is by going back to the pardoner and spending an obscene amount of money. But that's just me, personally. So with that all done with, I guess we can just carry on going upwards. Since who doesn't love going upwards every now and then? I'm sure majority of you do. Some of you might prefer going downwards. I mean, there's actually the strange of us that likes going horizontally. I mean, you go left. Right? I mean, why would you go left when you can go right, right? Exactly, that's my point. So either way, we need to dodge those giant fireballs of death. Let's wait for him to throw one. That is if he wants to throw one. There we go. And boom! Wait for that to disappear, and then we'll run all the way back up. There we go. Leg it, quickly. Ow! Okay. That hurt. Oh, that's me gone. Oh, yep, that's definitely me gone. Yeah, so you need to be fast on the trigger there. Got to pick it up. There we go. So I'm back here once again. Didn't take too long, it took a few moments, but I turned off the recording just in case I encountered any problems. Now, the next issue right here is going across this bridge area. Oh, there we go. That was close. I almost didn't make it through, didn't I? So now we're safe from the giant, well, yeah, we're actually safe from the giants. So, in here, we have a man waiting for us at the end of this corridor. Sadly, there can only be one, Mr. Rapier Man. I'm defeated someone far more powerful than you, the undead prince. Oh, you dropped something. What did you drop? You dropped a titanite shard. Ooh, nice. That'll be useful later. So right here, we have a nice view. A view of the rest of the fortress. Sadly, the majority of the fortress you can't actually reach. Aside from, I think that's actually... No, I don't think you can actually get there. And you said giant down there, that is someone I don't think we'll ever see. That's more of an aesthetic giant rather than I'm a giant hostile giant here to pummel your face in. Now, those ones are not so nice, and you can see more of a perception of those boulders. I mean, just look at them. Sadly, there's no way to get to that giant. No way I know of, anyway. Since, well, to jump from that bridge to him is just way too far for any human being to jump across. Maybe if he developed rings and decided to just fly across, but I highly doubt that right now. So, either way, we need to start raking... It'd be nice if I could actually pronounce my actual R's and W's. But either way, we need to make our way upwards. Upwards, and then try and just see what's at the top of this place. Because you never know what might be up, and up, and up. So up here, we don't have to worry about much, aside from that one over there. Now, he's going to throw... where is he going to throw that? He's not going to throw that this way, is he? No, he's not. Luckily, we've got this amazing shield of wonder. I wish I knew that sooner, actually. So let's just run across quick. Let's be careful. Oh, did you see how quickly, well, how slightly we narrowly dodged that? And then we can get this person that's been annoying me for a while. So now, we're at the very, very top of this place. We are free from the bombs, free from the tyranny of the giants. But the thing is we need to kill that giant. That giant right there. But right now, that's not a problem, because we need to kill a giant before that. It's a giant killing frenzy right now. Now, if we don't kill the guy up here, we're gonna have a massive problem. When I mean a massive, I mean gargantuan. We need to kill that guy. No joke. We have to somehow kill him. Now, what we have to do is ever so slight. Oh god. Ow! Okay. That was me being ignorant. Okay, let's just quickly take a potion, and there we go. Let's take another one. Now, we need to kill him. How we're gonna do that? I absolutely have no idea right now. Since he seems to ignore all forms of... Oh, hello, that helps. Hello, you know, you're taking a nap, aren't you? Well, you need to stop taking a nap. It's probably bad for your health, as I'm trying to decapitate you. Oh no, leg it. Oh god, no, not today. Not today, Mr. Giant. Today, we're not being pummeled to death by your giant-like fists. But they are not really giant-like, they literally are giant fists. That's something I do not want to get caught in. Luckily, there's a wall between me and him. The word is luckily. And he is now gone. And just like that, we got 3,000 souls, and we no longer have to worry about him ever again. So now we can freely go upwards and downwards as much as we want. Sadly, we have to deal with him now. But before we do that, let's break some of these. Luckily, these things are so fragile, you can just go, whoop. It's just amazing. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then you got that floating piece in the sky. What's doing up there? I don't know. Oh well. So, how we're gonna deal with this guy right here? We only have 2 healing potions. I'm gonna use one just to make sure. I mean, it would be lovely if there was someone over here that could help us along with this. If only there was such a man that we knew. But sadly, we are not human. We will never know if there's a man right here in black-stained armor, ready to fight the giant. That's actually far more powerful than we could ever be. Such a man does exist. He's a mere legend, a mere myth, only known to the experienced few of this game, of this universe anyway. Because this is never a game, this is real life after all. Dear God, could you imagine if this was real life? But either way, I'm stalling too much because I want to end the video. So, next video, we'll go through this barrier and have a look at this guy right there. Do you see him with his ever so shiny armor? Motionless. He is our target.